Maybe I'll just pass him. I don't know about that. I can't see behind me. From the looks of my camera, I think I could have time to pass him, but like, I don't know. That's some wild stuff right there. We're rule followers over here. And good morning. Welcome back to another video. Number one, you're gonna have to excuse me some because I got a little bit of a cold, been coughing up some nasty stuff, blowing my nose a lot, you know, the fun stuff. And then number two, I think today's finally the day. And when I say that, I don't mean the first day for plant. I mean the first day back since we got rained out like 2.5, 3 weeks ago. I don't know if you all watching, it seemed like it was that long of a rain out break from planting, but that's probably because I uploaded 2 or 3 videos of us planting when we were actually rained out. But anyways, I think today's gonna be the first day back. They went and looked at some ground yesterday. They thought it would run, so that was good. Papwell had some of the boys go out and start working some ground, getting it aired out. So hopefully early this morning, mid-afternoon, we will be planting is the goal anyways. So we'll see how this goes. My coffee spilled all over the side panel within like 2 seconds of pulling out of the shop. So along our way out, we're gonna have to stop and get some harder stuff, one of them Red Bulls or something like that. Big turn. This field actually worked up really, really nice. Back in the fall, they hit it with the speed disc. It was corn, so they hit the corn stalks with the speed disc maybe twice, I think, last fall. And then they come in this year with the Great Plains Turbo Maxes, which they are still here. They are way over in this corner. And there's one over in here somewhere. But they come in yesterday with the Great Plains Turbo Maxes and started hitting it, and I mean, it really worked up nice out here. So that's good. It's really good. I didn't know if it would if it was wet enough that they'd have to hit it twice to kind of bust up their clods or not, but they have not had to hit it twice, so that is working out really, really well. Yeah, so the other day when we were working on that speed disc, in the last video you guys have seen, Dad was sick, and he ended up getting like half of us at the shop sick. So now I'm sick and not feeling good, but you know, it is what it is. I guess I'll still come in and grind, you know. I mean, people don't understand how hard this farming stuff is. Like, see this button right here? I gotta push that to lock my GPS in, and then I gotta push this one forward or pull it backwards. It is absolutely exhausting stuff. The average person wouldn't understand. They just have no idea what it's like. But that's why we're not average. The tillage crew. There's a 440 right there running a Great Plains Turbo Max. That is a 48-foot Turbo Max that he is pulling. And then my giant muffler is blocking the way, but we're getting low on seat. But over here, we got I think that's a 9380. It's pulling a 35-foot Turbo Max Great Plains bar. And then the farther one is a 9280. It is also pulling a 35-foot Great Plains Turbo Max. So none of them guys are running GPS. They're probably not loving that right now, but that's kind of what I grew up on. I grew up running a 9180, which we do not have that tractor anymore. That tractor got sold years ago. But basically, I grew up on a setup pretty similar to what they're running right there. Started running what would it have been? Back in the day, I think it would have been, yeah, we're out of seat. We got to get a refill. But back when I started working around in like I don't know what I would have been, 7th grade. I don't know how old that is. I started running, it was a Great Plains tool that we ran back then, but it would have been an Ultra Till, I think is what it was called. It was kind of like those Turbo Tills, but it just had one set of blades up front, and then I think it was like the spike wheels. I don't think it had any rolling baskets on the back of it, if I remember right. But I think that one was only like I think that was like a 40-footer. And I ran that for a couple years. And then we upgraded from that, went to the next thing, which was a Great Plains toolbar. And it was a 40-foot Turbo Till. So that had 2 rows of blades, then the spike wheels, and then a rolling baskets. So yeah, seed truck is way up there. But then after the Turbo Till, they come out with the Turbo Max, which is what those are, and you can angle the blades a little bit if you want to. So I ran that for a couple years, and then I started running a planter a short time after that. That 9280 was actually my first planting tractor, which was pretty cool because when I was a kid, really, really young, that was my dad's planting tractor. Same tractor, but when I first started planting, I was running that 9280 that's over there. I was running it and a 3600 Kinsey box fill planter. So it didn't have the huge seed compartments like this. Every single row had a box over top of it, and you filled it there. I ran that planter In between work and ground and stuff, I ran that planter for about 2 years, and then we got this 2160, and I started running it. So a little bit of an upgrade here. This has got GPS and all the bells and whistles, so I don't even use my markers now. When I first started, I was only able to run with markers on that 3600, but so we have been having a pretty good day of planting. We're just about finished up with this field we're working on here. We got both 60, well, you can't see, there's too much dust. But we got both the bean planters. We're both in this field trying to get it finished up, because after here, we're moving back towards home. And I don't think we have anything ready to plant around home right now. So we're just moving back into the shop tonight, and maybe getting rain tomorrow morning. I don't know. It's supposed to get like an inch, so hopefully that's not like a pounding rain. It just beats the tar out of the ground. Hopefully, if it's an inch, it's a nice soothing rain. It's slow and steady, but we really don't get too much of those. Let's be real. I'm asking for a lot here. My cold has not really gone away any at all throughout the day. I have about 300 of these tissues just hanging out in the cab with me. When I say tissues, I mean super rough paper towels that I'm blowing my nose on. My nose feels raw, but I guess that's better than a runny nose. So we are folded up and rolling out. We're done. The other planter is not behind me. He has to put a couple pins in his hitch and stuff before he moves down the road. But we had a really good day planting. Rolled across a lot of acres today, which we really had no excuse not to, because we were in really big, really nice fields. So we should have rolled across the acres. But this morning when we were rolling out here, it was a later start to the day and stuff. I didn't know if we were gonna get, I mean, I knew we would get done here, but it was like, I thought it would be later, not 7:30 and still daylight. So yeah, I thought we'd be getting done at like 9:30 or 10 and not moving back to the shop, but I was wrong, and I'm glad I was wrong. So we'll see you guys when we get back to the shop. And here we are There's the 440 with the 48-foot Turbo Max. One of the speed discs, since we ain't been running the speed disc past couple days. So it's just sitting there. I don't even know if I can fit through here. There's a 9280. One of the 340s they've been side dressing with, and the 9380. Got semis parked everywhere from spraying. These two over here are spray trailers, and then all the tankers they've been using for side dressing. So. Oh, what are you still doing here? It's time to go home.